An overview of the Generplus SJcam from TomTop. The first thing I noticed is that it came well packaged. After opening it up, we can see the box with the camera on the top, and on the back we can see the camera's specifications and QR codes for the camera's apps. Now on to the unboxing itself. This camera comes with a few goodies we are used to seeing in these cameras. The camera comes with a waterproof case with a mounting clip on the bottom. There are other goodies such as a selfie stick mount and several other bits and pieces such as bike mounts, an USB cable for data and power, a sticky mount, and several straps. The waterproof case is of good quality, similar to the ones we see on SJcams. The buttons have a pretty good feedback. The open and close mechanism is the same as other waterproof boxes. However, this mechanism seemed a bit more fragile than others. The camera is a pretty tight fit to the case, but it's not hard to take it off once you get used to it. And here we have the camera itself. The camera is pretty sturdy and is comparable to an SJcam in terms of quality. Buttons are quite responsive, and it doesn't feel as cheap as other clones. The usual ports that you expect are there, and it even has Wi-Fi, which is a big bonus. The battery cover is also quite a tight fit, which I see as an advantage. The battery stays put inside the camera and it's hard to remove it by accident. Inside we have a 900 mAh battery, which is similar and compatible with SJ camera's batteries. Menus are quite easy to navigate through and the software seems really intuitive. No problems here, especially for people who are used to action cameras. In what regards picture quality, let's keep in mind that this is a €13 camera. Indoor picture quality looks quite good for the price. The picture you get on screen is pretty great too. The 2-inch screen really helps a lot. These images were made with the camera straight out of the box, so all settings are default. As for the outdoor pictures, they aren't all that great. These outdoor pictures were also made with default settings. Colors are a bit faded and video isn't all that fluid. However, let's keep in mind that this is a €13 SJcam clone camera. Another issue I found is that the skyline looks more white than blue. Now moving on to the Wi-Fi connectivity and the mobile apps. On iOS, scanning the QR code on a box takes us straight to the app. After installing the app, you just press up on your camera, and the Wi-Fi menu with the password and SSID show up. Now you just have to connect to your camera. Once connected, a LED flashes blue and you can use the app. Sometimes you get an error while pairing in the app. Just try again another time and it will eventually pair without issues. The app is really great and is comparable to the one used on SJcams. It allows you to pretty much fiddle with everything the camera has. You can check your pictures and videos from within the app. You can mute audio recording. You can change pretty much any setting available on the camera. You can hide most of the on-screen display. You can switch from video to photo and vice versa. And you can start and stop recording. Now moving on to the settings, you have a lot of them, more precisely 5 pages of settings to fiddle with. You can change video resolution with several options, exposure, motion detection, cyclic record, video lapse, WDR, record audio on or off, date stamp, image size with several sizes, quality, capture mode, sharpness, ISO, anti-shaking, white balance, frequency, OSD mode, screensaver, rotation, auto power off, language, the beep, which I advise to turn off, date and time, car mode, Wi-Fi, where you can change the SSID and the password, delete and format functionality, a button to reset to default settings, and the version menu. Next up, I tested the waterproof case. Filled my sink with water and stuffed the waterproof case with toilet paper. I submerged the case for a few minutes and kept checking on how was the toilet paper inside. I also fiddled with the buttons to see if there was any water coming in through there. In the end, the toilet paper was dry. This case works perfectly fine, even with the fragile opening mechanism. So now my final opinion on this camera. For 13 euros, it was a really good buy. The image and picture quality isn't all that great. However, its Full HD capability and the 140-degree wide-angle lens make this camera a good action camera. Despite all its quirks, it was worth the 13 euros I gave for it. Definitely a good option if you're in the market for a budget action camera. This camera is also way better than any other SJcam clone I've tested in the past for this price point. So there you have it. If you have any doubts, please write in the comments. I'll try to answer them as soon as possible. If you like my channel or want to see more reviews, here's my QR code, feel free to donate. Thanks.